you are going to have a level of knowledge, a level of skill that I would dare say you can stand toe-to-toe with greater than 85% of all skeptics out there and defend the faith. Welcome. My name is Doug Taylor. I am the program coordinator for the Apologetics Master's Program at Luther Rice College and Seminary. Now, what that means is I get to teach students not just what we believe within Christianity, but why we believe what we believe. The purpose behind this program, from my perspective, is not to create parrots. I'm not interested in students who can go out and just give sound bites and walk away, but I want you to be truly equipped to say, this is what we believe, this is why we believe. This is why Christianity stands up against any challenge where any other religion, any other faith system, any other worldview fails. Christianity can stand up against any other religion, any other challenge, any other worldview. Because we know what we believe, we know why we believe, and we have an overwhelming amount of evidence for the truthfulness that God exists, Jesus is who he claimed to be, Scripture is true, and Christianity follows. So apologetics is important to me because, truth be told, if you're trying to find the apostle or the person in Scripture you most closely resonate with, mine is Thomas. Because I'm the guy that needs to be shown. I need to see the evidence. I can't follow just because somebody says so. And what I found was there's just an incredible wealth of evidence out there. The Old Testament is better documented, better maintained, more accurate than any other ancient writing. The New Testament's right there with it. So there's a reliability of Scripture. When you look at the resurrection of Jesus, this is the linchpin to Christianity. If Jesus did not rise from the dead, Christianity fails. And there are over 200 different historical data points that even most atheists and skeptics will concede regarding the resurrection of Jesus. So for me, it was looking for answers. It wasn't enough to follow the faith of my parents, the faith of my grandparents, of you believe because that's what you're supposed to do. I had to go find the evidence, find the support, and examine this historically for myself. So one of the challenges, the concerns that prospective students have, is that I haven't done this before. I haven't gone into a master's degree. I haven't gone into apologetics. For myself, I've got a personal tagline. And that tagline is know what, know why. Now, the church has done a really good job for a long time telling us what we believe. But from my perspective, we need to know why we believe as well. The what is critical. The why is just as critical. And when you can take that what and you can couple it with why, you really start to get an understanding and a grounding with the faith. So with this program, everything is structured for it to be practical. Yes, you will learn things that are academic in nature, but from day one, the intent is for you to have information that you can take, you can use, and you can start sharing with confidence with people. With it being very practical, one of the things we try to do is we try to teach you both sides of apologetics, meaning it's very common to hear people speak about defensive apologetics. This is where you go out and you start poking holes in the other person's argument. You show where the arguments being levied against Christianity are wrong and they don't work. But if we stop there, that's insufficient. What we need and what this program does is we equip you with what's known as positive apologetics, meaning can you give a defense for the truthfulness for why Christianity is credible? And we do that a variety of ways. We do that through the classes, again, so that you can answer the challenges, but not just answer those challenges, you can give them something in return. You can give them why you believe what you believe, and you can help ground them in this conversation and ultimately with the leading of the Spirit, hopefully within the faith. Classes are asynchronous. This means you get to pick when during the week you do the work, but you're not alone. A big part of my responsibility is to help you be successful. So I want you to see me as a resource. Now, that leads into what happens after you're finished with this degree. When you're finished with this degree, you are going to have a level of knowledge, a level of skill that I would dare say you can stand toe-to-toe with greater than 85% of all skeptics out there and defend the faith. And you're going to do this in such a way that you're personable. You can engage them, you can build those relationships, and it's not just beating into submission. So what do you do with this? Where do you do this? Well, you're in a church. Go talk to your pastors, talk to the pastoral staff. You should be a resource at that point for that body of believers because you have a unique skill set that odds are not many have within that body. So serve them. There are other organizations out there that we have contacts with, we have connections, and we are happy to start pointing people in those directions so that you can build those relationships and you can seek out where your passion is and you can start delivering that apologetic method to them as well. You see, you have joined a story already in progress. You've joined a story with Luther Rice just by checking this link, by looking at this video. And coming to Luther Rice, you join a legacy. But don't miss the bigger legacy. You have joined the story where Moses walked, and Ezekiel, and Daniel, and take your pick of any of the others, even my buddy Thomas. Where I struggled with doubt, I see him and I say, there's still hope for me. I want to help you. I really want to help you develop and learn that we don't have to run from the skeptics. We don't have to run from the atheists. God has given us so much information and evidence. It's like he didn't want us to miss it, that he wanted his fingerprints all over this. And that's our goal at Luther Rice, to point people to him.